There is a hidden power in mastering your social skills, a power that affects every aspect of life, your relationships, confidence, career opportunities, and sense of fulfillment, yet most people underestimate it, believing that charisma or likability is something you are born with rather than a skill you can develop deliberately. And Chloe Carlson's insights remind us that social competence is learnable, trainable, and transformative. Imagine walking into a room and immediately feeling at ease, noticing subtle cues, engaging others effortlessly, building trust, and forming meaningful connections without forcing conversation or performing. This is not magic, it is the result of deliberate attention to active listening, empathy, emotional intelligence, confidence, body language, storytelling, reflection, and adaptability, all of which Chloe Carlson teaches as foundational elements of social mastery. Because the people who are most influential, most successful, and most fulfilled in life are rarely those who talk the most, but those who make others feel valued, understood, and respected. Social skills begin with awareness, noticing your fears, your habits, and the barriers you place between yourself and others. Many avoid social engagement due to anxiety, self-doubt, or fear of judgment, yet every interaction is an opportunity to practice skills that compound over time into effortless confidence and magnetic presence. Confidence itself is a skill, not a trait, built by stepping into discomfort, engaging with authenticity, and reflecting on what worked and what didn't. And body language is a silent language that communicates far more than words, from posture to gestures to tone, signaling confidence, warmth, and interest. And when combined with active listening and empathy, you create an experience for others where they feel truly seen and heard. Curiosity is another overlooked skill, asking meaningful questions not for performance but to genuinely understand and connect with others, turning small talk into memorable conversations. Storytelling transforms interactions because humans resonate with stories, not facts, and sharing personal experiences, lessons, or even challenges with authenticity builds connection and trust. Adaptability allows you to respond appropriately in different social contexts, reading the room, adjusting tone, and maintaining composure. Emotional regulation ensures anxiety, frustration, or self-doubt does not sabotage your interactions, and reflection after every conversation transforms each experience into a lesson, slowly building natural social ease. By combining these elements, empathy, curiosity, confidence, storytelling, emotional intelligence, reflection, adaptability, and nonverbal communication, you develop a presence that is authentic, magnetic, and deeply influential. And the remarkable truth Chloe Carlson teaches is that anyone, regardless of background or initial confidence, can cultivate these skills with consistent practice, deliberate effort, and a willingness to engage, learn, and grow. Because every conversation, every interaction, every connection is a stepping stone toward becoming someone who naturally draws others in, creates trust, and thrives socially. Now, let's dive deeper into the practical aspects of improving your social skills. One of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, abilities is active listening. Most people hear words, but they do not truly listen. Listening means more than waiting for your turn to speak. It means fully absorbing what the other person is saying, noticing tone, emotion, and subtle cues. Chloe Carlson emphasizes that active listening builds trust, shows empathy, and makes people feel valued. When you listen attentively, people naturally open up to you, share more, and feel a deeper connection. Start by eliminating distractions, maintaining eye contact, and occasionally paraphrasing what the other person said to show you understand. Another critical skill is asking meaningful questions. While small talk is a social lubricant, deeper questions transform interactions. Ask open-ended questions that invite people to share experiences, opinions, or emotions. Questions like, "What's a challenge you are proud to have overcome?" or "What excites you most about your work?" create authenticity and engagement. Chloe Carlson teaches that thoughtful questions demonstrate curiosity and care, making the conversation memorable and enjoyable for both parties. Body language and presence are equally important. People respond more to nonverbal cues than to words alone. Standing tall, keeping an open posture, smiling genuinely, and moderating your tone of voice all communicate confidence and warmth. A person who masters these subtle signals instantly appears approachable and trustworthy. Over time, these behaviors become natural, reinforcing your confidence internally while positively influencing how others perceive you. Confidence itself is a skill developed through repeated practice. Socially skilled people are not fearless, they simply practice engaging with others despite discomfort or anxiety. Each conversation is an exercise in growth. Start small, greet someone, compliment a colleague, or join a discussion. Over time, repeated exposure reduces fear, builds self-assurance, and strengthens social fluency. Empathy is a skill that magnifies every social interaction. Understanding and validating another person's emotions creates instant rapport. People remember those who make them feel heard and understood. Chloe Carlson highlights that empathy is not only about feeling what someone else feels but also responding thoughtfully, offering support, and adjusting your communication to align with their perspective. Finally, adaptability and emotional regulation allow you to navigate social nuances effectively. Every interaction is unique, and challenges, misunderstandings, awkward pauses, or differing opinions are inevitable. Being able to stay calm, respond appropriately, and adjust your approach ensures smoother, more meaningful connections. Practice these skills in diverse environments, at work, social events, or even casual encounters, and reflect on what worked and what can improve. Each interaction is a building block toward natural social mastery. By combining active listening, meaningful questions, body language, confidence, empathy, adaptability, and reflection, you start to develop effortless social competence. Conversations become easier, connections deeper, and opportunities more abundant. Social skills are not innate, they are cultivated intentionally, and Chloe Carlson teaches that anyone willing to practice consistently can transform their social presence, influence, and relationships. Beyond active listening and empathy, one of the most transformative social skills is storytelling. Humans are naturally drawn to stories. Facts may inform, but stories inspire, connect, and remain memorable. Chloe Carlson emphasizes that when you share personal experiences, struggles, lessons learned, or moments of growth, you create a bridge to others. Authentic storytelling allows people to relate to you on a deeper level, fostering trust and connection. You don't need to be a professional speaker, what matters is sincerity. A short anecdote, a humorous observation, or a reflective moment can leave a lasting impression, making interactions more meaningful and enjoyable. Handling social anxiety is another essential skill. Anxiety often prevents people from engaging, creating a barrier between potential connections and themselves. The key is not eliminating fear entirely but learning to act despite it. Chloe Carlson teaches practical techniques. Start with small, low-pressure interactions, use deep breathing to calm nerves, and visualize successful conversations before they happen. Gradually, these steps build courage and confidence, transforming nervousness into poised, deliberate engagement. Each conversation becomes a practice field for resilience and social mastery. Humor and lightheartedness are underestimated but highly effective tools in social interactions. A well-timed joke or playful comment can ease tension, break the ice, and make you more approachable. The important part, Chloe Carlson notes, is authenticity. Humor should be natural, inclusive, and kind, never forced or mean-spirited. Used appropriately, humor enhances connection, builds rapport, and creates positive, memorable experiences. Networking with purpose is a skill that goes beyond superficial contact collection. True social mastery involves cultivating meaningful relationships. Show genuine interest, remember small details, and follow up consistently. People naturally gravitate toward those who demonstrate care, attention, and authenticity. Networking becomes less about transactions and more about creating supportive, mutually enriching connections. Over time, these relationships open doors, provide guidance, and offer opportunities that shallow networking never could. Another overlooked skill is managing awkward moments gracefully. Awkward pauses, misunderstandings, or social missteps are inevitable. Socially skilled people treat these moments as opportunities rather than failures. A simple smile, a thoughtful comment, or a light acknowledgement can transform tension into connection. By learning to navigate discomfort with poise, you signal confidence and emotional intelligence, making interactions smoother and more enjoyable for everyone involved. Finally, self-reflection after interactions is crucial for growth. Ask yourself, what went well? Where could I improve? Did I listen enough? Did I show genuine curiosity? Reflection transforms ordinary experiences into lessons that refine your social skills. Over time, repeated practice and thoughtful reflection lead to natural, effortless confidence and social fluency. By combining storytelling, anxiety management, humor, purposeful networking, graceful handling of awkward moments, and reflection, you cultivate a social presence that is authentic, magnetic, and influential. Chloe Carlson teaches that social skills are not innate traits reserved for a select few. They are deliberate, learnable, and transformative. With consistent effort, you can become the person who naturally engages others, builds trust, and creates meaningful, lasting connections. As you advance in your social journey, one of the most powerful yet often overlooked skills is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and regulate your own emotions while perceiving and responding appropriately to the emotions of others. Chloe Carlson emphasizes that emotionally intelligent individuals navigate conversations with grace and insight. They respond instead of reacting, notice subtle cues that others miss, and create safe, trusting environments in which meaningful connections can flourish. Emotional intelligence allows you to diffuse tension, handle disagreements with composure, and inspire confidence and comfort in those around you, making even challenging interactions opportunities for deeper connection. Observation is another critical skill. Many people fail socially because they rush to speak or act without noticing the subtleties in communication, gestures, tone, facial expressions, and microreactions. By observing carefully, you gain insight into the other person's state of mind, needs, and interests. Chloe Carlson highlights that mastering the art of observation allows you to tailor your responses, adjust your approach, and make others feel understood and valued. Small details, like noticing when someone is uncomfortable or when a topic excites them, can transform a simple conversation into a memorable, impactful interaction. Adaptability in social situations is equally essential. Every person, setting, and context is unique. Socially skilled individuals adjust their communication style without losing authenticity. They know when to listen, when to share, when to use humor, or when to provide support. Chloe Carlson teaches that adaptability allows you to connect across diverse social circles, handle unexpected challenges gracefully, and respond appropriately in varying emotional climates, making your presence versatile and reliable. The skill of timing is often overlooked but incredibly powerful. Knowing when to speak, when to pause, and when to act allows conversations to flow naturally. Silence, when used wisely, can create impact, emphasize points, or give others space to contribute. Conversely, rushing to fill every pause can hinder connection. Through practice, you learn to sense the rhythm of interaction, creating a balanced dynamic where everyone feels heard and valued. Another advanced skill is the ability to give and receive feedback gracefully. Socially skilled people communicate constructively without judgment or defensiveness. Chloe Carlson emphasizes that offering feedback with empathy and clarity strengthens trust, while receiving feedback with openness fosters growth and credibility. The balance of both demonstrates maturity and earns respect in personal and professional relationships alike. Finally, reflection and deliberate practice tie all these skills together. After each social interaction, consider what went well, what could have been improved, and how you can apply insights to future conversations. Consistent reflection transforms ordinary experiences into lessons that refine confidence, presence, and influence. Social mastery is not an accident. It is the result of continuous practice, observation, emotional awareness, and a genuine desire to connect meaningfully. By cultivating emotional intelligence, observation, adaptability, timing, and feedback skills, alongside empathy, storytelling, and active listening, you develop a social presence that is authentic, magnetic, and enduring. Chloe Carlson teaches that no matter your starting point, consistent practice of these often ignored skills transforms anxiety into confidence, awkwardness into ease, and superficial interactions into meaningful, lasting connections. The power to change your social life lies not in chance, but in deliberate effort, self-awareness, and daily commitment to growth. As we reach the final chapter of your social skills journey, it's time to bring everything together: the awareness, empathy, active listening, storytelling, confidence, emotional intelligence, observation, adaptability, and reflection you've been cultivating. Chloe Carlson emphasizes that mastery comes from deliberate practice, not luck or natural talent. Begin each day with a small social exercise, greet a stranger with a genuine smile, ask an open-ended question to someone you interact with, or practice storytelling in a safe environment. Observe reactions, reflect afterward, and adjust your approach. Over time, these small, consistent actions compound into effortless social ease, and the shy or anxious person transforms into someone approachable, magnetic, and confident. Remember, every awkward pause is an opportunity, every nervous moment a chance to grow, and every connection a stepping stone to greater influence and fulfillment. Social mastery is a lifelong journey, not a single destination. The key is consistency, authenticity, and intentionality. Use empathy to understand others, curiosity to deepen connections, humor to ease tension, adaptability to navigate challenges, and reflection to refine your skills. By practicing these intentionally, you create a ripple effect. Your confidence increases, your relationships improve, and your opportunities expand. Now is the time to act. Start today, even in small ways. Approach conversations with curiosity, practice listening more than speaking, engage authentically, and reflect on each interaction. Over weeks and months, the invisible work of improvement becomes visible transformation. You are capable of building lasting relationships, inspiring trust, and creating a social presence that leaves a positive impact wherever you go. If this audiobook has inspired you, subscribe to BookTone Motivation for more long-form motivational storytelling and self-improvement content. Like this video to honor your growth, and share it with someone who needs guidance in building meaningful social connections. Comment below, which social skill will you practice first, and how will it change your interactions? Take immediate action, greet someone, ask a thoughtful question, or share a story authentically. Remember, small steps lead to massive improvement. Practice consistently, reflect, and stay authentic, and watch your confidence, influence, and relationships flourish every day.